So we had a rich man, had a great life, lots of money, lots of food, lots of bling, and he died, and then he was suffering in Hades, a fiery pit, no food, no drink. Lazarus, he had a bad life, was poor, no food, no drink, had sores on his body. But when he dies, he's taken to be with Abraham and the angels. And I'm not sure if that was a musical group or what. So who would you rather be? Someone told me that they would rather be Lazarus because he was with the dogs. The dogs licked his sores. I don't know if that was because this week was National Puppy Week or what. Who would you rather be? I know, I don't know, the rich man, Lazarus. Some say Lazarus. I think because he's doing well now after death, even though he had to suffer. Why is Lazarus doing well now? We know that Abraham told the rich man that Lazarus did poorly in his lifetime, and now he's doing better. Why is the rich man suffering now? Again, Abraham said, you had good things in your life, and now you have bad things. If sin is something that you do wrong, what was the rich man's sin? What was his sin? Is it wrong? Is it a sin to be rich? No. In fact, in Jesus' time, people thought that the rich were rich because they were good people. They were blessed people. God blessed them because they were better than other people. They also thought that people were poor or suffering because they were evil. They must have sinned. They must have did something wrong. Or their parents must have did something wrong. And there are Bible verses that go along with this. When, remember the first commandment. Everybody remember the first commandment? Anybody know? No other gods. Worship no other gods. And in Deuteronomy 5, it says, you shall not bow down to them, other gods, or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, punishing the children for the iniquity of their parents, iniquity, sin, wrongdoing, punishing them for the iniquity of their parents to the third and fourth generation of those who reject me. Okay? Jesus says, blessed are you who are hungry now, for you shall be satisfied. Blessed are you who weep now, for you shall laugh. So we have biblical support here. There's biblical support for people suffering because they have sinned. And we all know that is. Sometimes you make mistakes and you suffer for it. But as Jesus pointed out, just because you suffer doesn't mean you did something wrong. The fact that you are suffering, the fact that you are poor, doesn't mean it's because you're lazy or you did something wrong. They once came to Jesus and they had this man born blind. And people came to him and they said, why is this guy blind? Is it because he sinned or was it his parents that sinned? And Jesus says, it doesn't work that way. So when Jesus is bringing this story to the people, we have to think about the context of this story. When Jesus brings this story to the people, They're thinking the rich guy is the good guy. The poor guy is the bad guy. But Jesus turns it upside down. Actually, if we heard this in Hebrew, we probably would have got a clue, because the name Lazarus means God helps. The Lord helps. If being rich isn't a sin, what is it that the rich man did that was wrong? What does the boy do that the rich man did not? He shares his Twinkies. We don't know if he was rich with a lot of money, but he was rich in Twinkies. Some people say that you're rich if you have more than 2 shirts, one to wear and one to wash. He also befriends the woman. Why did he share his Twinkies with her? Because he saw that she was hungry. The rich man never saw Lazarus, even though he was at his gate, and he would have gone by him whenever he left his house and came back. At the end of the video, the mom asks if he found God. She says, "Did you find him?" And the boy says, "Mom, God's a woman." And she has the most beautiful smile that I've ever seen. Maybe that's how we see God smile. Was he wrong? Did he see God? He saw God in that woman, didn't he? And what did that woman say? That woman comes to her friend, and I get a kick out of that woman. She said, "Why are you so happy? Why are you so happy?" "I just ate Twinkies with God." And then one of the best lines of the whole video, "He's much younger than I expected." Do you think she saw God in that boy? Do you think Lazarus ever saw God in that rich man? Did the rich man ever see God in Lazarus? Don't we want to see God? Don't we want to see God smile? Don't you want someone to see God in you? May you see a blessing from God this week. Amen.